Welcome back, family. Hey, it's New Comic Book Day, March 29th. Why am I here by myself? It's because we got a lot to do today. We got Bad Batch episode, the last two episodes. We've got Mandalorian. We've got New Comic Book Day. And at some point, we actually have to get some sleep. So, Greg asked me to take care of New Comic Book Day first. And this way he could take care of some stuff at home, and we could jump into the episodes and do watch them and record the watch-alongs for our Patreon users. You know who you are. If you'd like to join them, go to Patreon, Team Ohana. Boom. Okay, hey, guys, this is a freaking amazing. We're going to start with the giveaways. Boom, from last week. And simple. All you had to do was just make sure that you watched the video last week, click like on it, drop a comment, and that got you entered into the giveaway for Dead Romans #1 and The Neighbors #1. I like to give away. I try to give away independent books to make sure that broadens people's reading to realize that Marvel and DC are not the only companies that make comic books. There's a lot of great storylines out there. Papa, if you're watching this, I've got your books. I'm looking at them right now, and the Gemini mailer, since we had just confirmed that it was actually you on a new IG account and everything, I haven't mailed it out. I was going to try to make one trip to the post office, and hopefully the person claims these and do it all in one shot. So I'm sorry it's a little bit delayed, but I'm going to get you your books, don't you forget. But without further ado, we have to move over this way. There we go. So I have room to put the winner. Okay, and the winner for this week's giveaway is Sticker Buds. Congratulations. Hey, it's one of our Patreon members too. This is great. So hey, even though you're a Patreon member, you're one of the boys, the rules still apply. You have to go to Instagram, or you can do it through Patreon. Shoot me a message to make sure that I know that you watched this video, because people do enter and then they don't actually claim books, which is, no, it's free. It's free. So shoot me a message, verify that your address is still the same. I'll get these off to you. Dead Romans and The Neighbors. Glare is just horrible. There we go. Okay. Good thing I'm learning on that, so that way I'm ready to show my books for this week. And then I can show the books that we're giving away this week for next week's pick. So if you want to find out what we're giving away, stick around. Don't fast forward. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get your hand off the mouse. I see you. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep this video relatively short, but also try to make it entertaining. Without Greg here, we're not going to bounce back and forth to find out if we match books. I have no idea. So I'm just going to start right off the bat with Mad Cave Comics. For a new book called Don't Spit in the Wind. There we go. Okay, that's the way I get it filtered. So it's a new book, Don't Spit in the Wind, #1. Let's see how that does. Now this book, several people were talking about. I picked up 2 copies of it. Books that I bought 2 of today for myself. I'm not showing double copies. But I picked up the cover A of The Ambassadors. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. Who do you choose? I mean, it's kind of like, I'm like, okay, so this is like The Boys meets 8 billion genies. I'm not sure which, but it is a Mark Millar story. He usually makes some good stuff. Plus, lots of his stuff does get options, so we'll see where this goes. Don't fall. We picked up, that was from Image. This is also an Image book. We got Indigo Children, #1. That's the cover A. And that was it for Independence this week, but I did get a bunch of Marvels and a couple of DCs. We'll start with the cover A, and I believe just B and C. I remember going through the list of covers, and these are the covers I liked for It's Jeff! #1, that's the cover A. That's the cover something. And of course, that's the cover something. Namor on a rubber ducky. I like it. I like it a lot. I did pick up Strange Academy Finals #5. So I am enjoying the story. I think this is the last issue of it, if I'm not mistaken. 2 new stories that came out from Marvel. We have X-Men Unforgiven. It's a very, very busy cover. I'm not sure whether or not I like it, but we'll see. And we got Avengers Beyond, #1. Now, I saw the Scotty Young. I didn't like the Scotty Young at all. I mean, Scotty Young, he's getting like Moko. It's just too much. And it's really hard for his artwork to please me these days, but that one was really, I did not like it. But let's see what happens with this one, if this story is any better. And let's see, before we get into the DC books and then the giveaway books of this week, here's a little message from our sponsor. Hey friends, do you find yourself missing the Team Ohana videos every single week because you just don't have the time? Do you spend time in your car or around the radio and I could just hear them and just hear their voices and I'd know what was going on in the comic book world according to Team Ohana. Ohana. Don't even know their names, but you know what I'm saying. Well, I got something for you. All you got to do is go to any streaming podcast site like Spotify and look up Team Ohana. They got a podcast. You can actually hear them. You can be driving down the road. Say, hey, you know what? I'm going to listen to Team Ohana. You hit that play button, and there you go. We're there. So join us and have some fun. Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't a sponsor. I just wanted to have a little fun. All right, let's continue. Yes, I did get 2 books from DC. One is Doom Patrol, #1. And that's just, I believe, the cover A. The Unstoppable Doom Patrol, #1, sorry. And the other one, I have no idea what this is. I saw it on the wall. I don't know anything about this. I don't know if it's a whole new storyline or it's new characters or if this is somebody who's main in a DC book. Bear in mind, you know it, I'm not a DC aficionado. Trying to learn, but who will be Jane today? Only you can find out. Well, I plan on finding out. And is that Gleep and Gloop from the Herculoids on the bottom, or is that just a couple of, like, steaming poops? I'm not sure which. It reminds me of Gleep and Gloop from the Herculoids. Yeah, drop a comment in the chat down below if you recognize who I'm talking about. Okay, so this week's giveaways. That's right, I do have a couple of books to give away. And I have to make sure that I'm getting the right... What did I do? Didn't I pick up books for giveaways? Of course I did. I'm kidding. I just accidentally put the books that I bought on top of them. So, I got 2 books. If this is an interesting story, it's a Mark Millar, which, by the way, he wrote Nightclub as well, so, you know, there's still copies available. The Ambassadors, #1 from Image, and Don't Spit in the Wind. And don't whiz on the electric fence. That's also sound advice. Don't Spit in the Wind by Mad Cave Comics. I don't know if I've ever seen a Mad Cave comic get optioned or anything, but, you know, eventually someday one will, and there'll be a little printing, and you'll be sitting there with, like, you know, Something's Killing the Children. This might be the one. It most likely isn't, but you never know. It's free. It's free, so you got nothing to worry about. As long as you're a resident of North America, I can send this book to you for no cost whatsoever. I pay for shipping. Simple. Make sure you're a subscriber to this channel. Make sure that you have watched this video and click like on the video, please. And just drop a comment down below because we use a random comment generator, as you saw in the beginning of this video. And keep it clean, keep it comics. Okay, if it's something political or something mean or something, you know, derogatory, it will be deleted. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep this to be a family-friendly coconut ohana comic channel. You could just say, hi, I like the books. I mean, it's simple. That gets you entered. Tune in next week. We pull the winner in the beginning of the video. If you win, you just reach out and say, hey, yeah, I just won your books. Here's my address. Get them to me now. Come on, hurry up. And that's what I do. I rush. So I'm putting these over here. My little stand here for which books did I give away? I got tired of trying to figure it out and rewatching last week's video, so I made a stand so that way I can see it. Guys, I want to thank you for joining yet again for another new comic book day. Hopefully you're enjoying your comics. Hopefully you're enjoying the shows that are Disney Plus, and hopefully you haven't lost faith completely in the DCU and the MCU. Okay, they'll get their poop together at some point. Hopefully soon. Guys, thanks for joining. Until we see you in the next video, mahalo.